Hi everyone, and a warm welcome. This is going to be a brief overview of the astrology for the week, and we're going to just finish off at the end with like a little mini meditation which will bring us into that vibe, that essence, that feel of the week. So just take a moment just to arrive here, just to feel that you feel centered, relaxed. So let's have a quick look at where we are with the astrology of the week. So we're going to start the week off with the third quarter moon in Scorpio. This is going to be a time of letting go, clearing out the emotional clutter and noticing what no longer serves us. You may expect to feel a sense of emotional detox, of clearing out. What feels heavy? What can you consciously release this week? That's a theme to reflect on. And then as we see Venus enter into Pisces, we see a softening and opening. Venus is exalted in Pisces, and it's going to be enhancing our empathy, our tenderness, our creativity. We may find that we're called more into the world of art, artistic practices, singing, dancing. You know, it's all about love and beauty, and it's going to bring us a bit more compassion, and the vibe will be expression of love and beauty and more compassion of the week. Then Mercury is going to enter its retrograde shadow on the around about the 11th of February. This will be the point that it will later retrograde through. So it hasn't started retrograding yet, but you may feel some themes and decisions repeating later on from this point. You might start to feel a bit of a slowdown in clarity. And then Mercury meets the North Node in Pisces. Look for clues as to whether you're on the right path or not. And then finally, possibly the transit of the week, Saturn is going to enter Aries, where focus, responsibility and action will be highlighted. It's going to be a major shift towards structure, discipline and personal accountability. This is where the Aries energy demands courage and decisive action, while Saturn brings steadfastness and maturity. So, in a bit of a nutshell, the week's big picture and energetic blend is going to start off at the beginning of the week with releasing and reflecting. Then as we walk towards the middle of the week, our heart's going to be opening. We're going to feel a bit softer. And then towards the end of the week, our inner discipline will be called upon. There's going to be a bit of a yin-yang feeling generally about the week's energy. So I just wanted to focus for a moment here, if I could, on Venus going into Pisces. So Venus speaks to how we relate to ourselves, to others, and what we value. In Pisces, Venus softens. Love becomes less about conditions and more about compassion, patience and quiet understanding. This is going to be a week of tenderness, where sensitivity is appreciated, is not a weakness. You may notice emotions feel closer to the surface than they would normally, and that you may be affected by moments of beauty or listening to music or a moment of stillness. This is a time just to soften and to sit with that beauty and to feel your heart opening. Allow that gentle openness. Okay, so that was basically a bit of a summary of the energetics that are in play this week. I just wanted to do a simple closing meditation, if I may, which will be an opening to the gentleness and the compassion, tapping into that Venus in Pisces transit. So if it feels comfortable, just allow your eyes to soften or to gently close. There's nothing that you need to work out right now. Nothing that you need to decide. Just notice that you're here. Bring your attention to the feeling of your body being supported by the chair, by the floor, by the surface beneath you, whatever that surface may be. Now notice your breath just as it is. No need to change. See if you can let the breath move you rather than you moving the breath, or you trying to control the breath. There is nothing that you need to control right now. Let the breath move in its own rhythm, unforced and natural. This week, as a softer way of relating to your body, to your feelings, to yourself, is an invitation. If emotions arise, that's okay. You can meet them with gentleness, with kindness, rather than judgment, like placing a warm hand on your heart. As you exhale, you might silently say to yourself, I am allowed to be gentle. I am allowed to be sensitive. Imagine compassion making its way through you just like water, quiet, steady, flowing gently and easily, and easing what feels right. There's no need to rush, no need to close anything down. And just allow yourself just to settle here for a moment. Tapping into that openness and softness. Just take a breath. Now, as we come towards the end of this time, begin to notice the space around you again. The sounds, the light, the quiet presence of the room that you find yourself in. And then, when you're ready, gently start to open or lift your gaze. Open your eyes or lift your gaze. Carry this softness with you into the week ahead, allowing love to be simple and kindness to begin within. Thank you for stopping by and for being here and taking a moment. Take what's useful and leave the rest. Thank you. Much love.